Alright, welcome back. Started working on the installing the nose servo yesterday. Like I said before, I swapped out rods. I had to go in here, open these holes up just a little bit because when I moved the, re-drilled on the servo arm or the control arm, it moved them in just a little bit. But even if I would have had them in the original spot, you still would have had to trim them up a little bit here to give you some clearance. So that's how it's going to look once it's done. It's just going to sit there in pretty much that location. Here's the servo tray. It's ply, kind of flimsy, but I went ahead and glued on another piece of ply back here just to give the servo screws a little bit more bite. And what I'm going to do is goes in upside down, just like that. The rods actually come out perfect, so I won't have to trim in and out to adjust the rod length or anything, but it's going to sit in there just like that. And I'm on hold right now because I don't have any Loctite high sol epoxy right now, so I'm just going to put a bead down each side there and then across the front, and then I may be able to, or just take a little piece of ply and run across the back just to kind of conform to the shape of the body, so it'll be secure on all 4 points. That's about it so far. Flip it over here. And if any of you are wondering, there is a honeycomb with ply bulkhead, but on the back side it does have ply, so I don't have to worry about cracking or something. Let me open the door here. There we go. Take this gear out. Alright. So there you can kind of see it installed. So when the servo's turning, it's just doing that right there. And because the door arm is a ball as well, wheel turns, doesn't bind on your door. Like I said, it doesn't have much throw. I mean, it's only going to be about that much. So hopefully that'll be enough to turn it. Let's see if I can get a shot of those bulkheads. Let me put the door down. Here. No, I'm not going to be able to see it from that side. Let me flip it over. There we go. You can kind of see they got the real thick mounting blocks with a carbon plate on the bottom where the gear actually bolts to or screws in, and then you got that bulkhead that's reinforced with a ply on the front on both sides, so should be enough support. These are all just honeycomb with carbon reinforcement. Not really doing much, but just holding your shape. They're not load bearing or anything, so no super critical things there. And that's about it. Yeah, I went ahead and put these engines in just to kind of test fit them. I was worried about them being too big, but they actually fit in there perfect. I'll actually have to, trim a little bit on the back side of the plate here just to give room for these, but it's not going to be much. Won't have to trim anything or go skimpy on the turbine rails, so they actually fit in there pretty good. Black, love those colors. But I'm probably not going to use the carbon bypasses that come with it, or even half the bypass. I saw in somebody's build that they're using like an aluminum, just an aluminum sheet underneath there, and he said he got that like at a hardware store. So I'm gonna go see if I can find something like that. If not, I'll just take and use half of the bypass, just to give a little bit of protection on the bottom of the turbines. That's about it so far. Like I said, I put it in order for about $100 and something, almost $200 worth of servo arms this morning, and some epoxy in amongst other things. So when all that stuff gets here, I'll be able to get back to building. I went ahead and ordered all the servo arms and stuff for both jets, because I'm kind of doing both at the same time. But that's it for now. I went and bought some aluminum, real thin aluminum sheets, and since they just put their clunks right against the fiberglass, I'm just going to take and glue on an aluminum plate on each front here to give these stoppers something to press against so it doesn't crack around the stopper. I know a lot of guys use those aluminum ones that take like the Dubro gas stoppers, but these are really good clunks actually. I mean, they're not, if you've seen them, they're kind of almost a gummy rubber material, which is good for this type of application. So I'm going to use these in the hardware. I'm just going to glue on a flat plate on each front with a circle cut in it, obviously for the clunks. That way when you tighten these down and it expands, it's got that aluminum kind of support there instead of just the fiberglass. That's about it. So take it easy. I'll try to get the elevators and stuff in tonight because they're just bolt in, and I'll start putting the aileron servos in as well. Went and bought a bunch of these wood screws that have the tapered head on. It's hard to see because all the wing mounts, or the ailerons and flaps, they have those typical L bracket with the recessed. They don't provide you any recessed, I forget what you call them. Oh man, what those type of screws are called, I forget what they're called. But you know, if you don't get the right screw, they won't you know, they won't sit in those formed holes. So they just give you regular screws. So, but bought like a whole box of them for like $3. So other than that, that's it. You guys have a good night.